Hey, Renee, how are you? Are you excited to come to Jiminy Peak and play with us and teach people?
I will definitely play with you guys. And of course, teaching will be had. No, I'm very, very excited. And thank you for having me again come out to Jimmy Peak. Last time I was there, I was doing the plein air seminar. So I'm pretty excited to teach something tattoo wise. And especially the time of year that we're having it in, too. It's going to be absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
Mhm.
These mountains are gorgeous in October for sure. For those people out there that may not quite know you or your background, give us a quick idea of, how long you've been tattooing, how you got your start briefly, and what you specialize in.
I've been tattooing for 16 years. I started in a small beach town in St. Petersburg, Florida, and I specialize in full color realism, very, very detailed, large pieces. So I started doing color the way I do color because St. Pete is a beach town and culturally very diverse town, but also we would have a lot of sunbathers. So no matter what, it was very, very rare to have, porcelain, silky white canvas that would come in and you can do all the neons. So I really had to learn a lot about how to utilize the person's skin tone, and also discovering a lot about how they lived within their environment. I tattoo like to the environment of the client, and that's just one of the things I would really like to go over and teach at the full color saturation seminar. Yeah, it's about finding beautiful contrasting colors and how to do that and how to incorporate in your design. And so once you really get the overall design of the tattoo down and the color palette down, um, you have to really kind of consider like letting the skin breathe and um, making sure that if you see that tattoo years down the line, it still looks pretty bright. And we know how all tattoo pigments function, with especially sun exposure. So I really, really have been studying a lot on pigment molecule structure and also like dealing with your own skin cells and how they're regenerated. So learning your inks is number one for me, what they all do, but also really understanding your client's general routine and environment. So definitely be clearing a lot of that up during the seminar.
Well, I mean, a key point is the saturation aspect, getting as much pigment into the skin without damaging said skin will help with longevity. I mean, different pigments have different light fast values. Light fast is longevity after being exposed to sunlight. Some have a higher value, some fade quite a
Mhm.
bit faster. So, in any effort, the more pigment you can get into the skin, the more longevity the tattoo's gonna have, and you've become good at
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's all because of those mutations. And I like to think of it not necessarily as like a longevity, but a mutation of the pigment. Um, years, the body will do so many different things, which I don't want to give it all away. Give away
that.
your
I
body
don't
will
like to
do.
use the term mutation because that's almost cancerous sounding, like, "Ah!" So, but,
Oh,
you know,
oh,
when things in the skin
I
start
think
to mutate, that's typically not a good thing, so, but,
that's okay. It's okay. I did biology in college, a lot of it. So I also think of mutation as adaptation,
Mhm.
and that's just what we do every day. We adapt.
Oh,
So your pigment will adapt to its environment within you as well. So you're introducing the pigment to a different environment every client that we have, completely different. So we have to really know our inks just as much as we know our clients, just as much as we know our needles, just as much to make sure that you're really not damaging the skin. Especially with such full color, you're of course creating a larger topical wound. You're making more literal more puncture holes when you do color tattoos.
mhm.
So I always hear these fears from other tattooers that are just getting into color or they're trying to branch out into color realism, which does take a lot of full color saturation to get proper blends. Um, so I try to break it down into a simple format that you're taking traditional um, methods and incorporating it into doing realism. there's different ways to see the human skin and see how it changes throughout the seasons as well. So you can let that skin breathe and not use a full, like, it's basically tricking the eye into believing when you have full color saturation. So you're not literally adding more puncture wounds. You're just literally minimizing your design and your color palette. So it looks completely smooth. It looks completely saturated, but you're not covering all that skin tone, which you know is going to change anyways.
Mhm.
So it's almost like working with a mood ring. I like to think of it like you have all these different variations of colors that could happen. And depending on your client, like that is, it's geared and customized for them completely. And so it's more fun to me, to be honest, to have all
Mhm.
those variables, um, and see, what color will be what. I will go over also why certain colors change within the skin and adapt into different tones completely years down the road. Why is that? That's kind of always been an odd question of color mixing, and binding, and in painting it's very common too that certain colors will completely mutate or change, and adapt to either the paper that it's on, to the weather conditions that it's been under or archived under, and they will change over the years. So a common one is purple will turn to gray.
So
So
basically, you're just assessing all the options you have to you, including your pigments, your canvas, which is a never, or excuse me, a infinitely changing organism, and you're going to help people understand how to assess each individual situation, look at all the tools, and how to apply them to their best advantage. Am I kind of got that right?
yes, yeah,
All right.
all right.
Can't give away all your secrets, though. I mean, people got to
No,
have some reason to come out and see us and enjoy Jiminy Peak, now don't
right? I can't tell all the
they?
surprises. It's a lot of understanding that I've just gathered over the years, and I can't wait to share it with people that are like-minded, because our clients deserve the best, and so far, I believe that tattooers deserve the best. And education is becoming, it was becoming very hard to receive through the pandemic, and I'm really glad that we can still come together and further our education. I know those are kind of the key points that we'll be going over, and really just understanding your client, the care that they receive, is the same that your tattoo will receive. And so if you care for your tattoos, you'll definitely care for your clients. And I have a really nice way of kind of going about that in management as well.
You focus on the whole experience too. I mean, you focus on pre-care, during, and after care. It's not just one. You're really focused on the entire experience, and more tattooers should be that way. So, I think that anybody wants to learn a little bit more about you, your techniques, and your knowledge should come out to Jiminy Peak on October 24th, 25th of 2022 and have some fun with us. It's going to be a good time. We get a lot of people teaching, talking, sharing, and I'm excited. And I'm really excited because it's not too far from my house. That's like the best thing ever. So
I'm very
that,
excited. Yeah.
I
No, it's
know you've been
absolutely.
to Jiminy once before. Have you been there
Yeah.
more than once?
No, it was just for the Paradise BYOB, and
Okay.
I had the great pleasure of doing the only seminar outside. And so we got to climb up the hill and see all the fall colors, and I was ever so grateful to be able to teach a plein air class there. It's just an open air painting, because the scenery is so beautiful, and everyone felt so ecstatic. And it was amazing having some of my heroes even in my class, climbing up the hill with me. It was all of it was wonderful. And I really do love these events because special little things always happen. Yes, we're there for business and making ourselves better, but you can't just be a tattoo artist without being an artist. And where is your artistry without your heart? So I believe it really, not only are we educating ourselves in our mind, but we're educating ourselves being people with one another. And that really helps, better have a dialogue with our clients, which again comes back full circle. But it's a lot about communication and them understanding what they're receiving from us to really take care of their tattoos.
Yep, and that's kind of, this is exactly what this event is about is I mean, from your level being, tattooing all day every day, your relationship with your client is important. What I'm trying to develop is a better working relationship and communication between artists to help each other grow. And this is more about the experience than the actual event itself. That's what I'm hoping for anyways. So I'm pulling together some of my best friends in the industry and some of the smartest minds I know, and hoping to make this maybe a regular thing, or who knows? I can't predict the future, so we'll see where it
Mhm.
goes.
Well, this is my second year back, so I hope it does become a regular thing because it's really fun. um, no, it is very, very fun. And I remember being very relaxed and refueled, for the rest of the year after the event. So I really do hope it becomes an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
So everyone come out and show their support. And I've met a couple of the other teachers for the event and mentors for the event, and really kind people, really open. They've all approached me at different conventions and such. And I was like, oh, great. We're going to be a little team when we're there. It's going to be really fun.
Well, that's the thing. I just want to bring in like-minded people that I know are going to get along. I'm not too much into like the egos and anything else in the business. I just there's there's no room for that in my world, really. I want to be around people I enjoy, and I want to invite people that I enjoy that I know are going to enjoy this experience. And that's just, I don't know. Like I said, I've been trying to do something different rather than the normal, frantic get to a place, try and get set up, try and make as much money as you possibly can, and get it out of Dodge. This has a different currency. This is about brain cells and networking and camaraderie and just all that. At least that's my vision. We'll see if we can accomplish it. So, but I
Hmm.
really do thank you for coming and being a willing participant and mentor and presenter, or I don't know what terms I want to use for you folk, but Professor Renee, Professor Mom, what do you think?
Little, just Professor Little.
Professor,
Everyone,
that just
little professor.
sounds cartoony.
I
But yeah,
know.
I'm excited you're coming. I'm excited, it's gonna be that time of year again, and, anybody wants to know more, well, you're gonna have to come and see, so hit the Needlejig website, get your tickets. You'll be able to attend in person, or we're going to be doing a virtual attendance, which will be live streaming of each and every one of the seminars. If you're virtual, unfortunately, you're going to miss out on a lot of the, the in between course networking and beverages and the other good times, but you'll get all of the courses and lessons, which should be pretty cool. So, what do you think? Do you think this is going to work, Renee?
I think it's gonna work. Yeah,
Alright.
completely. Yeah. I was actually just thinking a really cheesy, wonderful moment, but I did actually make a really good friend that I'm still friends with from the
Ooh,
last event at Jiminy Peak.
nice.
So like, we're still best girly friends, you know?
Hmm,
So
hmm.
yeah, you're right. If you don't come in person, you don't have that time to make those awesome connections, you
Yeah,
know? Yeah. Yeah.
we got some surprises and some fun too. We are getting so close to the Needlejig Northeast Meetup 2022. I am so excited. And here's Miss Renne Little to tell you a little bit about what she'll be teaching at the event.
Hi, everybody. I am so also very excited for this year's Needlejig Northeast Meetup in Jiminy Peak, Massachusetts. I will be going over everything you could possibly think of for full color saturation, about pre-care, about how to not damage your client's skin. We're going to talk about color theory and also needle theory, and overall, from start to finish, how you can get a beautiful heel tattoo for your clients. Come join me and all the other beautiful teachers for the event. You'll have a blast. Absolutely gorgeous. See you there.